We're just making cake. What up, gangsters? We're back in my kitchen, and I've seen the comments down below that you have been complaining. Well, not really complaining, but I've seen a few comments, people saying that there's no way you can make my desserts, there's no way you can make some of my dishes. That's a lie. Don't you lie to me, especially for today. Today is a simple cake, a butter cake. You can have other different condiments with it, and there's no excuses not to make this at home. Very basic ingredients that you can have at home. Okay, staple ingredients: eggs, sugar, butter, milk, and self-raising flour. I'm gonna pimp it up a little bit. I've got some olive oil, extra virgin, honey, and some fruits. And this is gonna take you less than an hour to make. So I've got some butter. Oh shit. Butter, unsalted, and gonna pop this in to a mixer. And make sure they're softened out at room temperature for a little bit. Get yourself a whisk attachment, sugar, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna whip this up until it's really light and fluffy. If your butter's a little bit too cold like mine, just get a blowtorch or something that's hot, maybe like a hairdryer, and heat up the side of your bowl. So dramatic. We're just making cake. All right, make sure you scrape down the sides. Make sure you get all that butter on the bottom. We get it as fluffy as possible, and then we're gonna add in our eggs. When you add in the eggs, it's gonna look like it's super split, but it's not, because once we combine the milk and the flour together as well, it's gonna bind everything together. All right, in with our eggs, one by one. Just put one in first. Whisk it up. Last one. Scrape down the sides again. And we're already halfway through there. So now with this butter cake, butter is the main component. Well, that's why it's called, it's got a lot of butter in it. And that's because the fat content's gonna make the cake really moist. And I've got extra virgin olive oil because I'm gonna combine this with some citrus, and citrus, extra virgin olive oil, and honey. Amazing, it's absolutely amazing. In with the oil, with the fats. Got 2 tablespoons worth. The next time we're gonna add in our milk, then our flour. So with half the milk, I'm gonna add half the flour. And slowly whisk it in, let it incorporate. So at this stage, before I add all the other wet ingredients in and the flour, I'm gonna add in some honey. 1 tablespoon first, and after it's baked, I'm gonna brush it on top while it's still hot. And also, make it a little bit more fragrant. Have some citrus. I've got some lemon and some oranges. Get the zest. You can use a grater as well instead. And what this is going to do is going to really make the butter cake interesting instead of just a simple or boring, you know, just vanilla or no flavor at all. Oh, if you got vanilla beans, chuck them in as well. Make the orange. In with the lemon. And of course, pinches of salt. The rest of our milk. And lastly, the rest of our flour. And that's pretty much the butter cake batter. That's everything. It's so simple. Alrighty, taste test, cake batter. Yeah. Yup. A bit more salt. I can taste little chunks of salt that goes with it, and it's so good. So I chucked in a lot of random ingredients before, and you can do more random ingredients like apple. You can add some lemon juice as well. And what this will do, bring some more acidity into the cake. And what's gonna help make it moist is just the amount of fat you put in. Just a little bit of lemon, just a little bit. Let's see how that goes. Let's go for another taste test. Yeah, that's good. That's so good. That's already tasty on its own. We're gonna bake them. All right. So I've got the oven at 180 degrees, and I've got little cake tins here. If you got a small one, it's all good, like this one. And if you have a bigger one, go for it. Just put the whole thing in. The rule of thumb, put a skewer into it, and if it comes out clean, it's done. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. And what I mean by different condiments and flavoring it, I've got some apples, some lemon, oranges, and blood orange. And you can top them as a garnish. And when you cut them, slice it up, put on top here, put in the oven. It's gonna cook and roast the apples or the fruits, whatever fruit you put in, even berries will work as well. And flavor the whole cake. It just changes up everything. Just make sure you just flatten this, make it even. This is probably the second time I've ever made a butter cake. All right, now for the garnish, an apple. Cut them about 1/2 centimeter thick. Let's see. Maybe like that. Let's go with the blood orange. Beautiful. You can use the skin and the pith if you want, or if you're really picky, just segment it. Take the segments out and lay it out like I did with the apples. But I'm gonna get some nice thin slices so they're not too bitter when I eat them. Let's go with 3, looks nice. Let's go with the lemon that we used. Be a bit thicker. And this one we'll go with just 1 slice. Change it up. 1 big fat slice of the orange. Bam. Now when this bakes in the oven, it's gonna dry out the fruits, of course. So what I'm gonna do, I've got a brush, bit of honey that we have left over. And just lightly coat the fruit. If your honey is like really sticky, which is really a bad idea like me now, put it in the microwave for just a little bit, it'll loosen it up. Boom. All right, nice and liquidy. Let's do this again. That's gonna caramelize on the citrus, kind of candy the fruits as well. And leave it aside again, because we're gonna brush it once more. Into the oven, 15, 20 minutes. We'll grab a skewer to check. It looks pretty nice already. Be back. All right. Yeesh. Let's check. Got some metal skewers here. Coming out clean. This one here again. Clean. And where the fuck's my apple? Oh my God. All right, so that was stupid. Don't do 1/2 centimeter of your apple slices. Maybe you just did them super thinly, because that was just, it all sunk in. And you can see my oranges halfway through there. That's the butter cake. This is literally like just cooked, because before I checked about halfway or about 10 minutes ago, skewered it, it was still quite, not set at all. All right, Let this set for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Let it cool down. I've got some ice cream, and to pair this up like this, serve it as is, get some ice cream on top, delicious. Now I've got my honey again. I didn't put it to the microwave because it's still quite hot. Now I'm yet to have my coffee, so I'm thinking for that cafe across the road, our neighbor, we can swap some of these cakes for some of their beautiful coffee. I need my caffeine. You can see it's jiggling a little bit. That's because it's just beautiful, moist, and it's just cooked. And you can see the oranges, the slices, they're slightly caramelized, but not really burnt. This chubby cake. All right. Okay, I want to open this one first. You can see that butter or whatever it is, oil spewing out. All right. Still quite hot. We're a bit of a rush, sort of. If you got time, cool down for about 10 minutes. All right. Before you open it up. Oh no, it's just stuck. Shit. All right, ready for the release every time. I hate baking. I'm not a big fan of baking at all. Throughout the shot, I sucked at it. Oh! Hell yeah. Oh shit. Broke it a little bit. But look at this. I'm gonna pick it up. Bruh, look at this. This is so sexy. Look at that. Look at that. You can see it steaming as well. It's so good. You can get this a little bit more caramelized, but look at that, okay? It's squishy because all that moisture's inside. Let that set. You can have it cold, you can have it hot. Oh, fuck. Shit. That's so dumb. Anyways, I'm gonna serve this one. I'm gonna save this one for the guys next door. Got my mouth. Really happy because I'm not a huge baker. I really suck at it, but this is looking epic. Okay, can get a little bit more orange zest on top. And a bit more color to it. Alrighty guys, I've got jasmine ice cream. I'm gonna put a big fat dollop of that. You can use vanilla ice cream if you want. Bam. This is my citrus butter cake. Serve it with some ice cream. You can have it on its own and cut into this bad boy. This is looking so beautiful. Nice and warm. Let that ice cream even, melt, drape over, and get it soaking up into that cake. It is delicious. I had a little chunk over here when it fell off. Man, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this easy recipe. And if you can't make it at home, I feel sorry for you. You have all these ingredients, I bet, in your pantry right now. At least 80% of you. For sure, for sure. So give this a try. Make it at home, tag me, and I really want to see what you guys can do at home and replicate this. I'm gonna cut into this bad boy and give it a little taste test. All right, let's cut into this chubby boy. Okay. Right down the center. Oh, it's nice and hot. Woo! Haha, it's nice and moist. This looks so good. All right. Oh yeah. Bit steamy. And damn, this is delicious. I think the best part for me is that outside crust. That's good. That's a good cake. All right. Before I down all that, I'm gonna give this one to my neighbors and hopefully we'll have some exchange. I want some coffee and I'm gonna give them my cake. What up?
All right.
How are you? Good, man. All right.
Wow, look at this.
It's not. It doesn't compare to your ones there. Pretty good. Yeah. Is it okay if I trade this one here? Blood orange butter cake, by the way, for double shot latte.
Double shot latte?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. It's actually for you guys though. Thanks, dude.
Better one, but not this one.
That's all right, man.
And
Thank you. Is it still warm, by the way?
I got free cakes from Reynold. Can you imagine?
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Should I?
Okay.
I got free cakes from Yeah?
Yeah, it's all good. I think my coffee's better. I make really good coffee. Actually don't. I actually don't. I make the shittiest coffee. Alright guys, so that's my epic, easy and simple brown butter cake recipe that you can make at home, and I swear you have all those ingredients. Go check in your pantry right now. Now, I really fucked up with the apple one, because what happens is the slices are so thick, it starts to sink in, and you can see that in my orange one as well. It was halfway there. So, I think it's best, slice it really thin, so it doesn't sink into the cake, and then get that beautiful, nice caramelization to it as well. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.